And one of the better kayfabe moments is the Usos taking out Roman Reigns on SmackDown. I talked about this earlier in the video, but I thought this was probably one of the better played storylines, kayfabe wise. I am pro good wrestling, and I am pro good stories, but you don't have to steal snarky comments from Twitter to make it happen. This is a well-written thing. Not everything in WWE is a home run, but Roman Reigns and the Bloodline is a home run. What did you think of it, Sid?
It's been phenomenal start to finish. As a long time Roman Reigns mark, even back to when you were calling me positive PD for it,
Yeah.
I love this storyline. It's been phenomenal from start to finish. It's had great peaks, and I love that they're still getting Sami Zayn involved in little ways, like usually in backstage conversations with one of the Usos. Will just be Sammy just talking to them, and I love that still has him involved. That they didn't just immediately take him out of that story.
Yeah, and when it comes to WWE, one of my favorite moments in WWE storytelling was during the invasion. And they had WCW guys came up, and then WCW guys were in the ring, and a bunch of WWE guys came up, and they looked at each other, and I was like, oh my god, they're all ECW guys, and they turned and made the invasion. I popped hard for that, and I was kind of getting the same vibe for this, when he's like, you're out, and then he turns around, but so am I, and he super kicks him. I thought it was cool. Solo has the reaction speed of a fucking snail, though. Go ahead, sir.
That was a really good moment. Because he built it up with that promo of all the, blending the Mr. Prom King, Mr. et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all the ways he'd been shorted compared to his twin, and then being like, you're out. In that instant, it feels like he is kicking him out. And then he's like, I'm out too. And it was just it was so good. It was so good. So well done.
Yeah, so...
And Solo reacting slow to me felt more like he was in shock. Though I don't know why he's shocked at this point. Like, yeah, I feel like he should have been on some level expecting a super kick. But I mean, this is a guy who punches people with his thumb.
That is true.
Anybody who's really fought knows that dude's getting a broken thumb eventually at some point.
Yeah, like, think about it, only one thing has to go wrong. Even if it goes right, you might get a broken thumb.
It's just such a stupid move. I hate the sword spike.
Oh man.
Just the thumb poke. Like, the only justification I ever have for it is like, oh, he's hitting him in like a fucking pressure point or something that only he knows is a Super Samoan. And it's like, nah, he's just thumbing him.
A little thumb for you, right in the thumb. Well, let's we're tired of shoot fabe. Let's talk kayfabe. All right, let's put on our kayfabe caps for a second in this storyline. Roman Reigns, bit of a jerk, but hear me out on this one.
Understatement.
He kind of gets fucked over a lot. The Shield, Usos always kicking him in the face. Like, he's a jerk, but I think he means well for the Usos. I could be wrong.
Good point. At this point, he probably shouldn't trust anybody ever again. The only person he should truly trust at this point is Solo so far, and if Dean Ambrose ever returns, he could trust Dean Ambrose. And that's it. Everyone else has fucked him.
Well, maybe Paul Heyman. Look at the way he looks at him. Paul Heyman's never betrayed him.
No, but Paul Heyman, kudos to Paul Heyman. He does a great job of doing the abused person role.
Yeah.
With the quick, like, quiet, like, yes, I love you, my tribal chief. I love you, my tribal chief. What is it, my tribal chief? It's like, it is classic abused, like, spouse, and it's really well done by him.
Yeah, but overall, everything WWE, because there's a lot of tribalism. Everything WWE does isn't a home run, but this is a grand slam. This is a grand slam.